बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरी उन तमाम दोस्तों से गुजारिश है कि जिन्होंने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है वो चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि आने वाली तमाम वीडियोस आप तक पहुंच सके। थैंक यू।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। एडिटोरियल का पैसेज नंबर है 9। द पीडीएम कोलिशन गवर्नमेंट्स unprecedented legislation spree deserves space in the Guinness Book of World Records, full stop. A political party, some ministers and legislators who claimed to be champions of human rights presented bills that contradicted their assertion, full stop. This is a new development in Pakistani politics, where all political actors surrender themselves to align with the center of power, full stop. The law minister made an interesting excuse when the Prevention of Violent Extremism Bill, 2023, was, fortunately, rejected by the upper house following the timely intervention of a few senators, full stop. He said the PTI government drafted the bill, with every single clause and punctuation mark placed by the party, full stop. However, he still needs to answer who dusted off the bill and presented it on behalf of the Treasury benches, full stop. New paragraph. Although a few courteous legislators had blocked the bill, which was solely intended for political use, the Treasury and opposition failed to prevent the amendment of the Official Secrets Act, 2023, full stop. It remains to be seen whether the PDM has earned itself breathing room for its future politics, and, if so, how much space and for how long. The power holders are impulsive and lose interest if political actors take divergent steps, full stop. The PMLN is specifically facing a test case in the upcoming elections, full stop. The party had previously demanded a level playing field before entering the electoral process, full stop. However, it has since fully supported cracking down on its political opponents and has obediently served the power holders, full stop. It is unclear at the moment what the PMLN will gain from it, full stop. New paragraph. Security-related legislation in Pakistan has broad scope. The country has a history of misusing such laws to target politicians, full stop. This fear led a few senators to block the extremism bill in the upper house, full stop. It was a rare example of politicians standing up to the government on such an issue, full stop. In most cases, however, politicians have willingly or unwillingly supported security-related legislation, even when they know it could be used against them, full stop. For example, in January 2015, the Senate voted in favor of the 21st Amendment, allowing the creation of military courts, full stop. PPP Senator Raza Rabbani recorded his protest, stating that he was voting at the behest of his party, otherwise the amendment went against his conscience, and he had never felt more ashamed in his life than while voting for the establishment of military courts, full stop. However, political pragmatism is so entrenched that such sane voices also compromise when they see their benefit or a political opponents are the target of the legislation, full stop. It was not the first time security-related legislation was suddenly introduced in Parliament without prior debate or input from the law ministry, full stop. Much of this legislation is outsourced to private law firms and then endorsed by security institutions, full stop. Many security-related laws that have been passed by Parliament, such as the Protection of Pakistan Act, 2014, and the Fair Trial Act, 2013, have empowered law enforcement agencies at the expense of human rights, full stop. New paragraph, LEAs continue to demand even more extensive legal powers, and the government has responded by amending the Anti-Terrorism Act, 1997, multiple times, full stop. In addition, military courts have been established to speed up terrorism-related trials, full stop. However, these legal measures still need to address the high acquittal rate in terrorism-related cases, which remains a serious concern, full stop. The irony is that political parties know that security-specific laws will eventually be used against them, and even then, they forge ahead, full stop. Many politicians and political workers have been tried under the ATA, including the architect of the law, former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, full stop. In 1999, military ruler General Pervez Musharraf introduced two amendments to the ATA and added conspiracy-related clauses to charge Nawaz Sharif under the law, full stop. New para. On the other hand, the trial of hardcore sectarian terrorists has suffered long delays, full stop. Many of the accused operated from prisons, such as Malik Isaaq, one of the founders of the sectarian terrorist organization, Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, full stop. He was released on bail in December 2014 after spending over 13 years behind bars on more than 70 charges of sectarian killings, full stop. He was shot and killed in an encounter with law enforcement personnel in July 2015, full stop. New paragraph. Pakistan, the power holders have a binary perspective, which manifests itself in paradoxical ways, full stop. Their approach of good and bad militants is a manifestation of this perspective, full stop. This approach has been applied to both international and regional militant forces, full stop. The power holders apply a similar approach to political actors in the country, using the same legal regimes against them when needed, full stop. The context determines who is considered a threat and who is not, full stop. Political parties and lawmakers are not so naive to support such legislation without the prospect of some benefit accruing to them. They expect something in return, full stop. This could be further political engineering in their favor or the approval of private bills, such as those related to private universities, full stop, new paragraph. The Treasury benches also supported the amendments in a bill by far-right religious parties, full stop. The Senate approved amendments to the Pakistan Penal Code, 1860, and the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1898, to enhance punishments for those who disrespect the able bait or Sahaba Ikram, full stop. These amendments were passed without discussion, raising concerns about the expensive nature of religious-related legislation, full stop. Such legislation has serious implications for peace and harmony in the country, full stop. However, at the same time, these could also be used against political opponents, as there is a history of this in Pakistan, full stop. New paragraph. Surprisingly, Parliament and the establishment have yet to take the Supreme Court's advice, dispensed in 2019, to develop a new and comprehensive legal definition of terrorism, full stop. It is indeed ironic that a country that has been fighting a war on terrorism for 2 decades has extensive legislation and a wide range of policies without a proper definition of the term, full stop.